Okay, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Man, Massive Action Monday. It is here. I'm glad you're here. My name is Chris Williams. I help high ambitious employees learn how to grow high value side businesses. The Side Business Masterclass is available right now. If you have not jumped in, you missed last week's training. We gave the game away. We're bringing it back. That's right. This Wednesday, the 19th, you'll be able to jump right in and we're going to, give the game away. Side Business Masterclass is where you want to go if you're learning how to grow a high value side business. So with that being said, today, I wanted to share this with you because I think a lot of times we think too far ahead, or we think that we don't have enough, or we think that it's impossible to be able to really make some money. So here's what I'd like for you to do. For those of you who are in the group, if you've seen our information, here's what I want you to do. I want you to make sure that you join our masterclass. Okay, the masterclass is in the description below. You can leverage that today, right now, so that way you have it. All right. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. These three things right here are the reason why you get paid. Okay. So in the comments, I want you to understand right now and just share with me in the comments, what is your profession? What it is that you do. Talk to me about what you actually do. I'm not interested in the title. This is one of the hardest things that it took me a while to learn, is that the title that my day job gives me is not actually what I do. So I'm about to break these three things down, because if you understood that these three things are the reason you get paid from your day job, then you'll understand just how much more valuable it is in the marketplace and how you can leverage it. All right. So I want to give you the sauce. All right. So let's get to it. All right. So the first things first. All right. We got to talk about the number one thing that's most important is to understand your skill. This part of the equation there's no better or worse one to understand in the equation, because you need the whole thing to make the equation work so that you can be monetizable. But I'm going to tell you right now, I need you to do a little bit of homework today. It's Massive Action Monday, so we're going to take some serious massive action. Here's the first thing. I need you to understand, I need you to have like a one-liner about what it is that you do. What is it that you actually do? You're not in the marketing department. You're not a marketer. You're not in marketing. You're not in human resources. You're not the CEO. You're not the executive. What is it that you actually get paid to do? You know, I was doing this exercise, and I invite you to do the same. So I do this exercise with executives and with people who struggle to figure out, what is it that I actually do? So the exercise I have you do is, I want you to write down the skills that you use during your day job. Just write them down. Get them on one piece of paper. Don't be so deep. You're not writing a resume. All right. It's the skill, right? What is the actual skill? So I want you to use that. Write it down on a piece of paper. Then what I want you to do is cross out the things that are not actually the highest leveraged one in your day job. So write enough of them. I would say write down 10 or 12 of them, and then cross out the ones that you don't use a whole lot. And then I want you to circle the ones that are highly used a lot, meaning you use the skill all the time. So if it's your writing, if it's your ability to create presentations, if it's whatever your skill is, right? Organizing companies, organizing content, whatever it is that you do, I want you to circle the ones that are the highest used. Okay? What is it that you're frequently asked to do at work? That's the highest use thing, right? So what you're going to do is, once you understand what it is and you look at what your highest use is, you need to craft the actual thing that you do, right? So come up with a one-liner, a sentence that basically breaks down, okay, this is exactly what I do every day at my day job. I know the title says I'm business systems consultant. That means absolutely nothing to the rest of the world. And I can't produce an outcome with that. I want you to tell me exactly what it is that you do as a business systems consultant. I hope this is making sense. I know I've been drilling this the last couple of months, but it is really, really important so that we can fill out the rest of this equation. All right. So your skill, what it is, do this exercise. Write down your 10 or 12 things that you do every day at your day job. Cross off the things that are barely used. Circle the things that are highly used. Okay. And then craft your statement around that. What is it that you actually do? All right. Now, when you have your skill, then we could talk about the profession. Because now this gets into, the best way to think about your profession is I want you to think about this. The why the company paid you. What is the reason? Why is the company paying you? Right? Now, they call it a business systems consultant, but why are they paying you? What is the thing? Okay, so a good example would be somebody who's really good at SharePoint. So their skill, what is it? Their highest use skill is building SharePoint sites for organizations and companies and teams to leverage to manage their data. You see what I just did there? I know they do SharePoint and they might be considered a business systems consultant. We'll stick with that one. But the highest use skill that they use every day, they don't just take technical code and all. They build SharePoint sites that are being leveraged by teams, organizations, and leaders. Does that make sense? To either retain or be able to continually extract. So that's their highest use skill. So why is the company paying me? The company is paying me because I know how to do this either faster, I know how to make it consistent, I know how to scale it, I understand the world of SharePoint, I study it, so I'm creating more value. Why is the company paying you in that profession? If you work for a very large company, then there's multiple levels of systems and engineering people and all of that, right? So you got to write down why they're actually paying you. I need you to get this statement down. So you understand your skill, you know what the highest use is, but why are they now paying me? What's the reason? What do they pay me for? Now, the one thing that's going to come out of you understanding why they pay you, which underlines all of this, is you are then going to write down the outcome or the result that you provide. Okay? So why is this equation this way? And I'm going to explain this as we get through this, but I want to talk about outcomes for a second. Long gone are the days of just writing like these boring resumes that just write out all these bullet points that mean absolutely nothing to anybody. I'm going to tell you how you win. I'm going to tell you where the language is. I'm going to tell you how people want to know more about you because you produce an outcome or a result that other people are looking for. That's it. You happen to produce that outcome or result within this profession. And your highest use skill in order to produce that outcome is written right here. You see how all of this works together now? This is what I want you to do this week. I need you to have these written and put them down in the comments. I need you to know this stuff. I need you to know it for yourself. Okay? So I'm just going to recap because I want to really dive into this outcome. You're going to come up with your skill. What is it? What is it that you actually get done? If you don't know how to figure out like how to craft that skill, write down every single thing that you do all the time in your day job. Take that and then I want you 10 or 12. Don't try to go like crazy. This isn't a resume. This isn't bullet points. This is just the simple things. You can look at the task or the things that they ask you to do repeatedly. Cross out the things that are very little use of your skill. Circle the thing that is a highest use, like the thing you're always having to do at your day job, right? Profession. Why is the company paying me to do this skill? What is it? This gets down to the why. You need to know this for yourself. And then once you understand the why, you need to write down the outcome or the result that you are providing. There is an outcome or a result that you provide every day. So I'll use myself as an example. And when I worked in corporate learning and development, the skill that I had, there's 3 that I would have circled on my list when I wrote them down. My ability to create content, my ability to facilitate that content, my other ability that I would have probably circled with this one is to be able to provide a transformation for my audience. I can move them into action with what I was creating. So yes, now the other pieces around that, I can make PowerPoints. I can build out exercises that move people. I knew how to ask the right questions to get and motivate people. I understand group think. I understand psychology, right? Those are the things that are around it. But my highest use skill was to be able to stand in a room, no matter your title, your industry, or whoever, and I can move people to action. I knew how to tap into the emotional intelligence side of people and get people to move, right? In the profession, what was my profession? Corporate learning and development. Does that make sense? Why are they paying me though? They're paying me because I'm really good at being able to deliver content and getting people to execute. That's why they pay me. What is the outcome? The outcome was retention. The outcome was ability to be able to use a tool, a resource, or a product or a service. The outcome was that I could train and I could scale at large other coaches, right? I could create content that other people could leverage. I could also be able to show people the results that came at because people took my courses, my training, or whatever. You see how that works? I know my skill. I know why they're paying me. I also know the result. Now, why do I bring up all of this and why is this so important? Because what you need to understand is that if you have not done this exercise before, it is powerful. Because when you understand this, then this becomes where I'm telling y'all right now, the real money is. This is hidden money that you didn't know you could actually go get in the marketplace. What do I mean by that? What I mean is the high value side business that you can create is because you understood this equation and you're constantly talking about it, sharing about it. You built a story around it in everything that you do. I don't care if you just like LinkedIn and you love writing or you like video. How often are you telling the story? You can share all types of stories around like different things that happen to you as you've been building out in your career. You could talk about failures that you've had, right? That resonate with people and create engagement. You could share some stats that you've learned based on your profession and your industry and the people with your skill set. The point is, there's money that you are leaving on the table because if you're not doing this exercise, which I highly encourage everybody to do for Massive Action Monday, when you see it, it'll automatically click for you. This is why the company is paying me. These are the outcomes that they give me. But guess what that also means? I can build a side business using the same information. I can take this same thing and I can craft something that makes me, what I like to say, monetizable. How do I know you're already monetizable? The corporation is paying you. That's how I know you're monetizable. That's how I know. And guess what? They're making millions off of what they pay you a small salary for. And y'all know me. I always say, listen, the job will always determine your salary. That's a contract that you signed. It's all good. But they should never determine your overall income. There's so many ways that you can leverage this right here. Okay? So we're going to just quickly recap and we're going to be done. This Massive Action Monday. I need you to now go do it. I need you to do the homework. What are you going to do? You're going to write out your skill. What is it? Not the title, not the thing that the company tells you. What is your actual skill? You're going to write down 10 to 12 of the skills that you use every day in your day job. I would actually highlight, and I don't know what happened there. All right, I'm going to actually highlight the ones that are cross out the ones that are least used, circle the ones that are highly used, and craft a statement around that. My profession. Why is the company paying me? What is the profession? If you got to extrapolate all the way out to the actual industry that you study, whether that's marketing, whether that's sales, whatever it is that your profession is, figure that out. But why is the company paying me? Craft a statement around that. Understand the outcomes and the results that you provide. That's really important. And get them down. Understand what is the outcomes and the results that I provide on a consistent basis. When you understand that, let me tell you something. you could join our side business masterclass, be able to take that masterclass and use our focus framework. You could build an amazing, amazing business. So listen, do this homework. Come join us on the Side Business Masterclass. Let me show you how you take this and go create something that can make you money today. All right? So listen, if you enjoyed this, if this was helpful to you, 2 things I want you to do. Number 1, get this done. Let me know down in the comments or shoot us a video or a text and let us know how this worked for you. The second thing is share this with somebody else to be able to help them out. And also subscribe, stay subscribed, because not only will you get Massive Action Monday, but we got some hot interviews coming up. I've interviewed some really incredible people recently that I cannot wait for you to see those interviews. So stay tuned, stay locked in. Continue to enjoy your day. Thank you for attending Massive Action Monday. Go out and create something that's going to continue to build your overall income. Have a great day, everybody.